What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, I'm Dawson. I am a certified personal trainer, mindset, and nutrition coach. I'm also owner and creator of a platform called the Fit Club. It's an all-in-one transformation platform where you get training, nutrition, and mindset. So today, you guys, we are talking about nutrition. I have done videos like this in the past on my channel, if you've seen. And today I just want to get straight to the point and explain to you. So this one is literally how you figure out your macros for your goal, whether it's fat loss, whether it's maintenance, whether it's custom, or you are wanting to put some muscle mass on. So what you're going to do is you're going to head on over to hannadawson.ca. You're going to tap on the tab, double click macronutrient calculator, not carb cycling calculator, macronutrient calculator, and it's going to bring a page up. Now in that page, you're going to input how you like to input your weight, whether it's in pounds or in kilograms. So you choose. You're going to put in your age, your height, your weight, and then it's going to ask you if you are more of a lean person. You don't need to put in your body fat. And then it's going to ask you if you are overweight. You'll be able to input your body fat percentage if you know it. If you don't, honestly, don't worry about it too much. You can just leave it and just keep the athlete's formula or the lean formula if you know your body fat percentage. And then once you do that, you're going to input your activity level. So this is where people, this is where you need to be real honest. Like for me, I have a sedentary job. I sit at my desk. A lot of my stuff is computer. I have to do check-ins with clients. A lot of my stuff's creative. So I do a lot of things sitting. So my activity level is sitting. I sit a lot. So I pick sedentary. And then it's going to ask you how many days a week you train. And then it's going to ask you how long you train. So let's say you train 5 days a week, but 3 of those days you have cardio added. You need to total that amount of cardio and then divide it by how many days you train and tack that onto those hours. So for me, I put 70 minutes total because I am active and I do have cardio outside of that. So I just had to total it. So once you do that, then it's going to ask you how intense is your workouts. Can you talk? Can you hold a conversation? Are you so out of breath? Is it so intense? So pick your intensity of how hard your workouts are. And then once you do that, I believe you're just going to go calculate, and then it's going to give you your BMR. That's your basal metabolic rate. So this is what you need just to breathe and survive and sleep on the couch. This is what your body, the calories it needs, the energy it needs just to support your brain function, your organs, your cells, and things like that. Then it's going to show you your TDEE. This is your total daily energy expenditure. So this is your maintenance calories. This is how many calories that it's calculated from the information you put of what your body needs just to maintain where you're at. So if you want to lose, you want to be under that TDEE. If you want to gain, you want to be over. And if you want to maintain, you want to stay the same. Okay, so now here's the really important thing. It's going to give you 3 options for your deficit. It's going to give you 15, 20, and 25. I highly recommend just doing the 15% to start, because if you can lose just on doing a 15% and you're not like killing yourself, that's way more sustainable and you will adhere to it long term. Same goes with bulking and putting muscle on. You're going to be over your TDEE. So I always say start out slow. Slow and steady wins the race when it comes to this, because again, when you're following your macros and your calories, you're probably going to have to readjust, right? This is just a calculation. Sometimes we have to change after a few weeks. We realize that maybe we're not as active as we are, our workouts aren't as intense, or maybe we just have to, maybe our TDEE is actually lower than the calculator is saying. So these are things that you got to pay attention to. And that's why you got to stick to following your macros and your calories, I would say, for at least 4 weeks before you even think about going and changing the macronutrients. Okay, so once you do that, it's going to give you It's going to give you a number to bulk. It's going to give you a number to lose fat, and then your TDEE. All right. So the numbers in the boxes, that number for fat loss, that's the lowest one. All right. When you actually click the 15%, scroll down, you're going to see a box, and it's going to give you your daily totals, your daily total carbohydrates, fats, protein, fiber, and then calories. And then it's going to have a little meal tab. So how many meals you eat a day, right? Maybe you only eat 3 meals, maybe you eat 4, maybe you eat 6 or 7. So then you're going to pick that. It's actually going to divide everything up for you, that bottom line. If you're looking from a phone, you're going to want to scroll sideways. If you're looking for a computer, it will show you, or you can tip your phone sideways and it will show you the long way, okay? And then it's going to break down what your targets are for each meal and the calories. Now, just know the most important thing is that you hit that target by the end of the day. It's the targets per meal aren't as important, is hitting that total number by the end of the day. That's really important to remember. Like, don't get so obsessive about making the numbers perfect. Calories are king. So if you're in a fat loss, you have to adhere to those calories. To that deficit. Same with building muscle. So calories are most important. Then the second most important thing for you is hitting your protein intake. Okay. So building muscle, losing fat, you want to be making sure you're prioritizing your protein throughout the day evenly. And then your carbs and fats have more room for flexibility. And then, so as soon as you see that, go in and put those into MyFitnessPal. I use MyFitnessPal Premium. Just pay the money. It's only $13 or $14, and it honestly saves you a world of stress and trying to figure things out. It shows you circles. I love it. And then once you do that, you can also input your email at the bottom, and I will send you an email with all your macronutrient ratio breakdowns, as well as a discount code to my Macros to Muscle course, where you can really learn about what macronutrients are, what nutrition is, what it does for your body, what your sources are, how to flexible eat, how to carb cycle. Like I said, there's a carb cycling calculator. Don't do that if you're new to tracking macros. That's more a more advanced technique, and it's more bodybuilder style, right to the trying to lose that last little bit. You really don't need to do it. It honestly really complicates things in the beginning if you are new to tracking. So there you go. I hope those tips helped you. Leave me a comment in the comment below if you have any questions. And we're going to be talking about nutrition this next month. So I hope to see you here, and make sure you share this with anybody that you know would help. It would help. And if you enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up. I will see you guys in our next video.